Ready, set, go. Hello, folks. Welcome. Good evening, good afternoon, or good evening. We are here for Fandango Friday. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Liqueur Reviews. Elbow 88 is in Florida. We'll probably have some more people joining us. Now, tonight I have a product called 99 Brand Chocolate. It is a chocolate flavored liqueur, and it is produced in Kentucky by, they call it Polynesian Beverages or whatever it is, but it's really the Sazerac company. They use so many alias names, but I guess a lot of companies do that. I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. There we go. 99 chocolate, 99 proof, 49.5% alcohol. They had it for 99 cents, so figured no downside. No downside.
Yeah, it looks interesting. For sure. I've never tried that myself. Uh, Good evening, folks out there. Fandango Friday. Always nice to be here. Tonight, I'm bringing a ready-made cocktail brand that I haven't tried before. It's a margarita, an RTD margarita by Astral.
I've seen those, yeah.
So I know Astral makes their own tequila. But this is it's bottled in Illinois, so I guess they just get the tequila from Mexico, where it has to be made, and they combine this. It just says Astro Cocktail Company, Plainfield, Illinois, and I checked the internet. I couldn't find anything on just the cocktail, only the tequila.
Okay, well, we'll try to do some research. And what's the proof on it?
It's kind of a strange proof. It says 21.3. I've never seen a 0.3 before. I've seen 0.5, but not 0.3.
21.3% alcohol. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. So anyway, an Astral Margarita. We'll try one of them tonight. Got the cork type imitation cork instead of a screw cap. Glass bottle with a blue covering. And I have a glass prepared, which I already salted the rim. So I
Good idea. Good idea.
But anyway, let's take a look. Yeah, it's like a little goldenish, a little bit yellowish, like the color of margarita you might get in a bar. So anyway, there it is, and it was $10 for the 375 milliliter. So similar in price to what like On the Rocks go for that size.
Okay. You said $9.75?
$9.99.
Okay.
I just rounded to $10. But that's what I got it for at Total Wine. So anyway, I think On the Rocks pre-made cocktails for $3.75, they average about the same price. Cheers, Jason. Good to see you. Anyway, that's what I got this evening.
Okay, thank you. I think Jason might join us tonight. All right. He was talking about that. He's got the link. Hello, Beverage Ramble.
Hello, Elbow. Hello, Mr. T. How y'all doing?
Cheers, John.
Hello.
Good. Tonight. Hello, Dave. How are you?
John, Elbow.
Cheers, Dave.
What is happening?
I have a inexpensive Kentucky bourbon whiskey from our friends at Sazerac, Kentucky Gentleman. I have right over here tonight. 40% ABV, 80 proof. Very simple, nothing.
Can you share that again, John? I was dealing with some pop-ups trying to get rid of them. Oh, okay. I've seen that. I think around ankle height.
79. Paid about, I believe, about $10 for this, somewhere near there.
Ankle eye.
It's 40%, right?
40% ABV, 80 proof. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the new version. They changed the recipe on it. Yeah.
I was trying to find the website through the Sazerac, and I couldn't find. I was searching through all their brands that they have, and
No, you can't find it. But they used to have a website, but the website got dumped. So
yeah. So I'm just going to read whatever some site, just whatever that sees right here, brand of whiskey, part of Sazerac, and it's a Barton 1792 distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky. 51% straight bourbon, 49% multi-grain spirits. So yeah.
No, that's changed. That's changed.
It's okay. Well, whatever information you may have, because again, I've been looking at no website, nothing on it. So maybe y'all can.
The trademark. It was first used. They first used the trademark in November 1949. Kentucky Gentleman was introduced November 1949.
So I guess this is so it's not 1879, so 1949.
1879. That's deceptive because that's talking about the parent company.
Okay.
Is that straight
Not the
whiskey?
brand.
Yeah. And I have it on ice tonight, so just trying to take it easy, guys. So.
No problem.
All right.
Surprise.
Guys. I know. We do a little something from Ireland called Michael Collins Irish whiskey.
Okay.
It states on the back that it's a blend of their whiskeys between 4 and 12 years old, as you can see right there. First paragraph, bottom line. I saw this and I was kind of intrigued with the bottle, so I did a little quick internet search on it, and apparently this company's out of business, and this stuff has been out there for a while, so I figured I'd go ahead and pick it up. Tried it a couple of times.
I saw that at International Market.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Okay.
When'd you see it?
Oh, earlier this month.
I bought it last week.
Yeah, so it wasn't long ago. Let's see. It says Michael Collins was introduced in 2006 on February 7th, 2006. Okay.
Good bourbon and good cigar. Well, I wouldn't consider this good bourbon, but whatever.
Yeah, and apparently the 10-year is being circulated for $250.
What the hell?
Yeah, I can't make this up, man. I'm looking at a site right now.
Michael Collins, but no,
They might have gone out of business, but somebody came to the rescue.
I don't know when this was bottled. I don't see any kind of date or anything on it. It does have this little seal on it, like a double Chianti seal.
Yeah, that's the old tax stamp.
It still it's got a screw top with some dude out cycling, going from town to town. I guess over there you don't need electricity or gasoline. You just get on a bicycle.
That's a very they have some old bottles at that store. I mean, I told you I found that Seagram's Canadian Hunter, and that's got to be from the 80s.
Yeah, I picked that up too.
Oh, you bought it? The Seagram's Canadian Hunter or just Canadian Hunter?
Seagram's. It was the only one left.
Oh, that's a fine. That's a fine. Okay.
Yeah, it looks lighter though. I'm not going to expect much from it because I've tried Canadian Hunter and
yeah, but it's a lot different than the current Canadian Hunter. They just totally.
I'm sure it probably is. I mean, just like Jack Daniel's in the '80s was a lot better than the corn whiskey they selling in the old number 7 label now. So
yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna look at all of these products, and I'm going to open my 99 brand Polynesian beverages, liqueur, schnapps, whatever it is. Okay, chocolate flavored. Oh, come on.
this looks like a new.
Jay, you bought the big bucket, right?
No, I just bought this for 99 cents at Mathern's. Hold on, it's not wanting to twist off. It's okay. Here we go. It was starting to get stripped. Okay.
So you gotta carry little pliers with you.
Yeah. Well, I have one of those rubber openers if I need it. So there it is. It's different shades of brown and red. chocolate looking. I'm sure it's got caramel color in it to give it that darker look. It's 49.5% alcohol. I just tasted a big glob of sugar on my tongue, and that's why it wasn't opening, because it crystallized and the sugar was just thick. I can hear the sugar crunching. I can hear the sugar crunching.
I don't know why you waste your taste buds on those things.
Well, it was only 99 cents. I mean,
again, that's the price tag you give your taste buds, 99 cents.
Yeah, but what if I like it? Now,
you got some bad taste buds.
Well, you're talking to a guy who likes Pop-Tarts. So
I know that. I know who I'm talking to.
Think about it along those lines and it'll make sense. Now, let's look at the website, because this is just brown, nothing much to see here. Smells like boozy sugar.
This is from Sazerac, right, Jay? Sazerac.
Believe it or not, it is. Oh my goodness. All right. So here's the website, 99 Chocolate. The flavor with the superpower to inspire cravings and produce smiles is now perfected at a 99 as a 99 shot. Unwrap one and make your mouth very happy. Well, let's see if I'm gonna make my mouth happy. Here's some of the recipes. The piece of cake, the PB shot, the chocolate splash.
This looks like it's something that is introductory, like drink stuff for children.
Well, we don't want to say children now.
Well, just because they reach the age of 21 doesn't make them adults.
Oh, yeah. You mean somebody who just turned 21 and wants to get into alcohol? Yeah, it probably would appeal to that kind of person. And there's some of the other brands. That the flagship is 99 Bananas, because that's the original. You can get that in the big liter bottle. I think most of the other flavors just come in these little 99-cent samplers. And it seems like they add a new flavor about every month. But it's from Glenmore Distilling in Owensboro, Kentucky. And Glenmore is owned by the Sazerac Company. That's why they bought Glenmore, because they wanted to expand their footprint. Okay, and it's a brand new distillery. They demolished the old distillery. It was too run down and dilapidated, and they just built a new one from the ground up. All right, so a few quick tasting notes. Sugar and chocolate. You know, I made a joke about a Pop-Tart. It kind of tastes like a Kellogg's or Post. I know Post is toaster pastries. The chocolate flavor with the maybe chocolate and cinnamon. It kind of tastes like that.
Not the chocolate Pop-Tart, because isn't there a chocolate Pop-Tart?
Yeah, it kind of tastes like that too. You know, except that the Kellogg's Pop-Tarts aren't 99 proof, but it has a syrupy mouthfeel. It's a kind of heavy body. It's a sweet finish. It's a sweet everything. The whole experience is sweet. I think the emphasis on the website immediately is making cocktails, and that's what they want you to do. They don't really want you to buy it and just sip on it. Would it go well at the bottom of the coffee cup with some milk and coffee poured on top? I think that's probably the way I would do it. But on its own, it's not too bad. But once they start to warm, and it's warming very quickly, it'll start taking on that syrup flavor, because that's probably what they're putting in the chocolate syrup. And probably not
chocolate syrup. Is it kind of like that? Yeah,
but it's probably not Hershey's chocolate syrup. They're probably putting in like Food Club or Surefine chocolate syrup.
But it's along the same lines. It's consistency and oiliness and what have you.
The syrupiness, the oiliness, the consistency. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, you can't take these things too seriously. And if you look at the website, they're not taking it too seriously. They know they're not making it for connoisseurs. They're just making it for common sewers. You know what I mean? Just people that are happy-go-lucky. And
common sewers, you mean people just want a quick fix and a buzz? And
just it's a party product. It's for people that want to get together and play Twister, for instance. Okay.
Okay. All right. I got a margarita. Yeah.
Twister.
The Astral.
That's a good tequila, Elbow. The Astral. I tried their Reposado. I really liked it.
That's
Okay.
I brought
Good.
it in for
Good.
Fandango Friday or Thundering Thursday, whatever it is.
Well,
So-
I've never tried Astral yet. I did look up a little history of Astral because I was curious. I guess they started in 2006, and later on they were bought out by Diageo in 2020 because Diageo acquired a certain brands. I think also included Aviation Gin, but anyway, this was part of the package. So Diageo is now owns Astral, and
That's a common pattern.
yeah. Astral was using the most interesting man in the world as a spokesman. I saw a couple of those ads on YouTube. I got a kick out of him. He used to be the guy that did ads for Dos Equis, and then
yeah.
I guess he's done a few ads for Astro. But anyway, this is the margarita cocktail, and I've been sipping at it here. I put a little salt on the rim, so
Salt.
yeah, for a margarita, you put a little salt on the rim of the glass. So
So what level of tequila flavors are they using? So
it's a Blanco. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a Blanco tequila. The Astro, I guess I would assume they use an Astro. And they make this in Illinois, or they bottle it in Illinois. So
Yeah, that's a huge Sazerac. I'm sorry. That's a huge Diageo facility there where
Okay.
they produce all kind of products. Oh, yeah, it's huge. As soon as you said Plainfield, Illinois, I knew who made it.
yeah. I figured you might because, like I said, there isn't a separate website for the margarita. There's just the website for the tequila. But anyway, as I'm sipping on it, it's good. It's a good margarita. I don't have any problems with it for a ready-made. You get that tartness, from the lime, and a little bit of sweetness from the triple sec, and the tequila's there. Now, I would compare this to batch and bottle, which I happen to have one here on hand. You guys remember that?
I think I had their it was black and yellow label. It might have been the Manhattan or maybe the old fashioned I had from them.
But anyway, we're thinking that these guys are going out of business because there's no more website. But anyway, yeah, there. Dave has another one of their varieties, but I've never tried this one before, which I have tonight, the Astro. And I would say it's as good as the batch and bottle. I remember this. I remember enjoying this in the
I think
past.
they are going out of business because I'm starting to see their products show up in discount liquor stores at discount rates. So,
Yeah, everybody's got them on closeout. Yeah.
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 Cosmopolitans all over the place.
The Respirado, I think I paid $20 for that one. For that size bottle.
Reposado. Yeah, Reposado.
Sorry.
Man, I cannot believe the prices of tequila now. Tequila used to be cheaper than vodka.
I know. It used to be cheap. Now it's sky high.
Yeah.
Big celebrities. We appreciate y'all putting your face and name on everything, even though you don't.
Well, hey, look at some tequilas have not turned out well. People are bashing the Michael Jordan tequila, saying it's not really all that good.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Michael Jordan's a basketball player, not a distiller.
Well, the other one I heard
The name is like,
Right there, I wouldn't buy anything that's got somebody's face all over it.
like Matthew McConaughey.
The other one you heard, Elbow, was what?
Matthew McConaughey came out with one called Pantalones,
Uh,
and I've heard not good stuff about that. I mean, that's a celebrity
Right,
tequila.
they're just using names and faces.
is it
It's just gone.
Pantalone? Not tequila, but I think that's a beer. Am I correct?
No, Pantalones is a tequila.
Oh, you're thinking of Raw and Sons.
Yeah.
Adios Pantalones.
But anyway, back to the margarita. I'm enjoying this, folks. It's a good drink. It's it's the convenience is there, ready made. You just put some ice in a glass and you're good to go. So
we're in monsoon season here, so it's been raining
there's Claude. Cheers to Claude out there.
A fried chicken dinner. Okay.
All right, Rolling Rock. Yeah.
Right. Claude, come on! I'll show you what kind of chicken I made the other day. You're gonna love it. I made a
beer can. Yeah, beer can.
Beer can.
Very popular in the Midwest, the beer can chicken. So
I used this flavor of beer in it too.
It's natural light. A very good beer for cooking because it's neutral, sort of neutral. Okay, Elbow, thank you. That looks like an interesting product. I've seen some of the orange Astro, the orange one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everybody. I am drinking the Kentucky Gentleman from Sazerac. This, as I mentioned, 80 proof. This is at 40% ABV. I have it on ice, as you can see right here. The information I have, I'm looking at some other website right now. This is called the BreakingBourbonReview.com. Nose is light vanilla wafer. Has a banana, light oak, and artificial composition. Finish is light vanilla, light oak, bigger than expected spice, lingering aftertaste. Artificial taste, I should say. Looking at this bottle, because again, I paid about maybe $10 or $11 for this bottle. Yes, you would consider this maybe, inexpensive, more like a bottom of the barrel type of bourbon. And when you go to these bars, I don't know, but I know there's one bar I go right down the street here. When I go there from time to time, I haven't been there like almost a month now or so, a month and a half.
Save money.
Yeah, good, exactly. They say, okay, you want the top shelf or you want the house brand? I said, give me the house brand. And it wouldn't surprise me that something like this or something that is inexpensive would be considered a house brand bourbon. So something inexpensive and cheap, just something to sip on, watching whatever's on the TV, whether it be a football game, NASCAR race, or whatever, March Madness. So this is what it looks like right now. Again, I have it on ice. So I said, okay, whatever, I'll bring this. So here you go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. And I'll give you some information because I have some information.
I think the ice is making it a little bit better. It's getting a little bit more flavor, but it does have that aftertaste that I'm getting. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Jay, but it has that artificial taste in this. Very light vanilla. I'm definitely getting. Say it probably light and watery. Maybe, yeah. I don't know if that was the case before I add the ice to it. But it's definitely having that very watery feel to it. Light, extremely light and vanilla.
But you got to try some of it without the ice, just pure. But look. Okay, so I'll give you some. Let me give you some information.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, Sazerac website. Please add that, but I know you probably won't.
Sazerac had a website for it, and it was called GreatBourbons.com. And about 3 months ago, they killed the website. It had all these different products on it. I don't know why they did. The website was never really updated, so I think they killed it because they had changed the recipes so much that the website wasn't really relevant. But it could come back. They could reformat it because they're good at doing that. All right. So here's the story, Kentucky Gentleman. It's from Barton. And they got bought by Sazerac in 2009. It's not from 1879. That's when the parent company got started, okay? It's really from 1949. Up until about a year or two ago, maybe a year, it was a blended bourbon. It was called blended bourbon, which is 51% bourbon, straight bourbon, and 49% grain spirits, okay, unaged, like moonshine, unaged. But then they changed the recipe, like I said, about a year ago, and they changed it to a new thing, which is just bourbon with natural flavors. So now what you have is bourbon with natural flavors. Now, I don't know what their thinking was, but that's what they did. So it's 100% bourbon, but they got flavoring added. So okay, well, whatever you want to do, Sazerac.
So
And I'll show you the Total Wine and More website.
51% bourbon.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. It's not 51% bourbon. It's 100% bourbon, but it's got flavoring added. Oh wait, what does your bottle say?
Bottled, okay, bourbon, Kentucky bourbon with natural flavors.
Okay, so you got the current bottle. You don't have the old 5149. You got the current bottle. And here's the website. Here's the new Total Wine, Kentucky bourbon whiskey, a blend. Okay, now see, this is the old bottle. They're showing the old bottle. A blend of Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey and spirits from the finest grain. So that's the old bottle when it was 49% like unaged moonshine. But so that's an old photo. They need to get rid of that photo. But sorry, we'll hit the wrong button. Let's see what Total Wine's saying about it. It's $13.99 for the glass bottle in Metairie.
That's the big size. I have the
for a handle. Wow.
Glass too.
Again, it's one of those brands we considered. You ask for, let me get the house bourbon instead of the, whatever the top shelf bourbon, whether it be Maker's Mark, Jim Beam, JD, whatever. It tastes very inexpensive to me.
Yeah, and it's getting a rating of an 84.
Yeah.
In other words, it's good, but that's just it. Good. Now let's see what they say on the recent ratings. Least expensive option. Now this guy says it's a good Manhattan. A year ago, worth more than it costs.
Yeah.
But then they might have had the older. And then this guy says, not worth it. I'm a taster and will typically finish what I purchased. This couldn't even finish the mixed drink it was in, straight down the drain along with the rest of the bottle. But then the guy below says a great bargain. So it just depends.
Depends who you are, how you feel about it. Exactly. And my feelings of this is that's what it is. It is a inexpensive thing. Again, the house bourbon for the night, and what you're gonna have, and what you're gonna.
John, do you get a lot of notes of grain husk out of it?
More grain, yeah. I mean, you get all that
artificial forward.
More of that artificial taste I'm getting from this. So, look, I when y'all did
the I'll try it.
Now, if you have to choose between this one and 10 High, I'm sure 10 High would outpace this overall. Would I agree? Would you agree, gentlemen?
Well, this 10 High, I noticed had that presence of a vanilla note to it, and usually when they add that to whiskeys, they're looking to tone down something. That's
I think they're probably adding some kind of vanilla flavor, vanilla syrup.
Now, both of you, have all the three of you have had this, and your thoughts on been what kind of?
I've had it, but I had the older version, so my thoughts are irrelevant.
I have never bought it, and I probably will not buy a bottle of whiskey for $13.99 in Total Wine and a 1.75 bottle.
Good idea.
That's
what
just
about you, Albo? Have you had this?
The last time I went there, the prices were so high. I know if they got this real low, I know where it is. So I'm going to say.
Have you had this, Albo?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I'll be able to drink this again. I'm probably not gonna consume this anymore.
How much?
Again, I bought it just to try it.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Right. How big is the bottle?
It's a small size bottle, so not big.
Oh, that's nothing, man. I can knock that out and never mind.
Not if you don't like it. If you don't like it, what's the point of
it? That's right. Oh, that's right. You gotta like the flavor. I forgot. Yeah. Okay. It's not all about drinking.
I mean, maybe you can cut it with some Coke or 7-Up or something.
Probably that's what I will do. Maybe mix it with some Coke.
Yeah,
ginger ale. Some Coke and a Sprite, possibly to do that. I'm not gonna, probably be a good mixer, but I don't see me, drinking it straight. And I probably won't be.
Man, sorry to hear that.
No, it's just it's okay. But like I said, it's not something I say, wow, go ahead and buy this. But again, if you're trying to save some money, you're someone who wants to get a drink. Yeah,
How much
you
did
can
you get
get
for
this,
that?
but I don't see
Was that
this
like a $10 bottle or something?
something like that.
Eight.
You want to feel good? Yeah, go ahead and buy this.
I bet you it was
I would
$11.99.
probably mix this. I'll probably mix this with something. I'll probably mix this with a cola or a Sprite. You know,
Next time, save yourself some grief and just get wild turkey.
that's probably gonna be my next pick. Wild
You
turkey.
can get wild turkey depending on where you're buying it from.
It
Anywhere
looks
from
like
like
an old man.
$22 to $26. And
Here's an old. Here's an
Or better yet, Buffalo Trace.
and you don't
I
have
can
to
go
worry
to
about
Costco.
Now here's an old. Now,
Trace.
Jean, here's an old advertisement from
Very, very light.
from a long time ago when it was Kentucky straight bourbon, and they're showing that the bourbon floated to the top. It's so light it floated to the top. But that's when it was Kentucky straight bourbon. But what happened was when the company went down, the company started going downhill. So what they did was they started cutting it with grain spirits.
Jay,
Yeah.
I don't mean to rush you or anything, but I'm getting lightning strikes pretty bad out here. So can I do my review?
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to show an old
I mean,
advertisement.
I just got a lightning strike really close, and I'm probably going to lose power. So can we?
All right. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. Thank you.
I'll get my
Thank you.
score
Thank
coming
you.
up.
All right, guys. We are looking at Michael Collins. Apparently, this is a distillery that had gone out of business. They got some kind of deals with one of those major companies or whatever, some lawsuit. Who knows? I don't know. Some hoo-ha. The only famous brand that I've tried outside of this is, of course, Jameson, Irish whiskey, and also, what's the other brand? Bushmills. Those are really clean flavored tasting and light. This one has a strong kind of a yellow to golden yellow color, and the nose on it is.
And yet, as y'all can see from the screen share, it was bought by Sazerac recently.
Okay, let me do my review.
All right.
So it's got a lot of flavor to it. It smells like Irish whiskey with just a heavier presence of whiskey. I don't know if that's making any sense, but it just smells to me like it might have a little wood in it. Maybe a slight char. I'm probably grasping at that. But it's just a cleanness. You don't get punched in the nose with alcohol fumes or anything like that. This is also coming in at 80 or 40%. So go ahead and try it.
Cheers. And you must have a pretty old bottle.
Yeah, I do. I think I got the bottle that when they were going out of business. So it does have a little bite to it, which I wasn't expecting. And it's kind of warm going down. There's a little citrus note to this, bit of a honey note. There's something coming through like a dried fruit, almost like a raisin. And there's that wood. I'm getting some wood off, which is kind of unusual. I don't get these flavors like when you have Jameson or Bushmills.
Yeah.
So this seems to be like a strong like residual sugar presence into this. Or I mean, you don't. I'm not getting sweetness. I'm just getting to where it's like there's almost like a strong sugar presence. It is. The alcohol legs are holding up on it pretty good. So, yeah, I'd say it's pretty decent. I mean, you don't get much from Irish whiskeys. They're like, to me, they're like the vodkas of the whiskey world. There's not much there. There's not a whole lot of tannins or anything. This one does have a little wood character to it, though. There's a slight tobacco-ness going on with it, which is strange, man. These are some of the notes I get off of American whiskeys.
Maybe that's why they went out of business. Maybe they were spending too much on the quality and they couldn't afford it and they went bankrupt. Maybe the Sazerac version might be cheaper and have natural flavors added.
I'll tell you what, if you had to put this next to Jameson, it would knock them out every time.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a real good whiskey presence to it, and I'm not getting heavy tannins or any of that, which you would normally get with some of the bourbons, the American bourbons.
Now that was about $23.99, right?
Strange, yeah. It's strange that it has like a tobacco note to it. Huh. I can't explain this one. It's almost like you took Irish whiskey and used American barrels, like bourbon barrels.
Well, they do that They do that actually.
They must use high charred ones now.
Yeah, some X4 level, number 4 char barrels. Yeah, that makes sense. Early Times does have flavor added, and it may have always
a blend of malt Irish whiskey and grain Irish whiskey. It's double distilled in those copper stills. Matured in bourbon seasoned cast for 4 to 12 years. So this has got 12-year-old whiskey in it. Anyway, it's 4 to 12. So I know there's a 10 or something out there, but man, yeah, the price on that, you're not going to find that one anywhere.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, for an old bottle, it's in perfect condition.
I know, I can't believe it.
Hey,
That's gonna be my next Irish whiskey I'll buy.
I don't know why you didn't get it when you were there.
Well, because I was focusing on mezcal, and then I need to buy some more of that for about a year from now.
They had a really good price on Buffalo Trace there too. I noticed. Was it?
I saw they had a bunch of it on display.
30,
All right, well, now we're gonna come back and do scores. So, but their Buffalo Trace price was not as good as like Sazerac House,
Yeah, but you see, that's the advantage we have. We can go there and get all these whiskeys, Buffalo Trace, that are getting run down. But the only exception, you can't buy a bottle of Blanton's there.
No.
You get Buffalo Trace. You can get any other one of their products. I did taste that rum.
Oh yeah, I want to try some more of their exquisite.
I thought that was pretty decent. I might go get that because that one's fairly cheap.
I'll say this real fast before I do my score. I bought some of that Sazerac rum, that light Caribbean imported rum that's called Winn-Dixie brand rum, and that was really good. So you never know. As atrocious as the Scotch was, and it was really bad, the rum was really nice. So you just never know. Now, as far as the 99 brands, if you're having like a Bonko party, you're playing cards or something, and you're just goofing around, it's fine. It's not meant to be taken too seriously. It's not like any kind of exquisite product. It's not a gourmet product by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, they do a good job with it. I'll give them that. They got it nailed. Like all these little candy flavored products and chocolate bar flavored products, they got it down. And the guy on the phone told me last year at Buffalo Trace, when I was talking to him on the phone, he said, we produce 1 million a day at Glenmore. 1 million of these little bottles every day, 1 million a day. He said, that's incredible. I said, it is really.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think somebody could use that to make, White Russian out of it? I mean, because it's kind of a milk-based. If I'm not mistaken, it's a vodka-based.
I think they're using. I think their base is vodka, probably Taka, and it's probably the 100 proof.
Yeah, you could probably make White Russians out of that, or use it as like a flavor additive. Because I know some folks do that. If you can't get the flavor that you're looking for, you get something like that that's concentrated, and you kind of put it in there.
Yeah, I think what they're doing is they're taking 100 proof Taka, the red label, and they're adding flavor into it, which drops it to 99.5 or 99, drops it about 1%. and then they're selling it, and because tacos and cheap. But anyway, so I'm gonna score it. I'm gonna give it a good score. I think it's really good. Not that I would make a habit of drinking it because I don't want to drink all this sugar all the time. I got Pop-Tarts to eat. All right. Now I'm gonna. I had grits yesterday though. I'm gonna give it a. I'll give it a 90 out of 100. I'll give it an A minus. I mean,
Here we go. Another A for something marginal. Anyway,
it's not more, but you got to look at it in context. It's not marginal for what it is. It's created to be.
You don't want to drink all this sugar stuff, so why?
Right, but I'm rating it according to what it is. I'm not rating it according to what I dream of. Now, as far as promos, this Sunday we got Super.
You're doing a disservice by not promoting it.
No, I'm not doing a disservice.
It's
So this Sunday we're doing Super Sunday, the last Sunday of the month. Then next Wednesday we're doing a theme, and it's blended Scotch, I think, right? Yeah. Any blended Scotch whiskey. I ought to bring that Winn-Dixie thing just to show how bad things can be.
Jay, I'm sorry. Any blended Scotch whiskey this coming Wednesday, right?
Doesn't matter how expensive or cheap it is.
I'll find something dirt cheap. Probably Clan McGregor, which
Ooh, that's dirt cheap.
No, I like Clan McGregor. So
we know what you like. We know what you like.
I mean, what else is there? Grants, and you got Cuddy Sark.
Right.
Cuddy Sark is also.
I mean, Sean,
you like Cuddy Sark, right?
Well, yeah, but Sean, there's like 1,000 different blended.
Do whatever you want, John.
It's like the possibilities are unlimited.
Sitting around.
Possibilities are unlimited. Now, so that's another option. So, and then next Friday another Fandango Friday. Now, as far as in the morning, yes, I'll do the brandy. I'm doing brandy right now, which is sort of like whiskey made from grapes. So, Bankers Club, it's been doing pretty well. Basically, what I predicted. Not standing out, but not getting killed either. So it's kind of like back and forth. And I'm going to bring that into competition against this famous Mexican brandy Presidente. It should not really be it shouldn't be close, but it probably will be closer than you would expect. So that's Presidente. And that's about it for me. I'm done. What the hell?
Oh boy, here we go.
No, I thought I was finished.
When is this going to end, Mr. T? Get rid of that.
Yeah,
I thought I was finished, y'all. I thought I was finished, but it keeps dragging me back in. I feel like Michael Corleone in Godfather Part 3, which is a movie
they bring me back in.
A movie that nobody should ever watch. But
well, it was the end of Michael.
It's kind of like watching Cannonball Run. It's about on that level.
The first one or the second one?
It's kind of like Cannonball Run, but not quite as good. But anyway, that's it for me. Tabasco.
Hey, I got a couple of questions. Ron, I was thinking with your product there, the 99 thing, it kind of reminds me of what Whiskey Scout brought a couple weeks ago, those buzz balls.
Ah, right.
And it's kind of a whimsy type of liquor or alcohol or, spirit that I agree. They're not out there to be anything sophisticated or anything to be judged as particularly great. But I get that idea. If you just want to have some fun, pick up a few of them and just enjoy, and
right. They're never going to be entered in competition or anything like that.
Right. So I was just reminded of those buzzball things. Which
it's exact. That's a direct competitor. Yeah.
Yeah. I was tempted to pick that up, but I will eventually. But anyway, as far as the old Astro margarita, I'll give it a 90. I give it an A. It tastes good, so I can't complain. I'm enjoying it, and especially, give it plenty of ice and a little salt in the glass. And they do. They make a good margarita. I give them credit for that. I haven't tried their tequila yet, the
Astro tequila. Yeah.
Yeah, either they're Blanco or Reposado or Añejo.
Reposado is really good.
I will. I'll look out for that, Sean, for sure. But yeah, anyway, a 90 for the Astro Margarita. And as far as any promos go, there's my channel. I got a channel here on YouTube, Elbow88. Feel free to check it out. Anyone out there? It's a little music. I play piano and sing, and I also do some beverage reviews. But on Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern, I've been doing a show live, just music and tomfoolery.
I'll get in next morning, Elbow.
Yeah, I was watching the playback. I was watching the playback and made a comment.
Yeah, I saw that, Jay, and I appreciate it. But anyway, yeah, that's what my thing here on YouTube. Just having
too.
fun with it and all that stuff. But anyway, in the meantime, I may finish this off tonight. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, good to see you guys. Cheers. Hope you have a great weekend.
Cheers to you. Now, Jean-Pierre, you're dealing with a product that went from being straight bourbon.
Yeah.
And when the company started going down, it went to blended bourbon, which is a style. That's a type of bourbon. And now Sazerac has it under their control, and they've revamped it as a bourbon with natural flavors. So it's at least 3 formats.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna look at this as pretty much something you want to drink with mix it with cola, Sprite, or maybe you want to add something like blending like doing a pina colada or something, add to it, or, something that's pretty much more of a mixer.
Tahiti treat's always an option.
Tahitian treat. I like that stuff.
Possibly that too. So this is just not something for me that I would say, hey, I'm sure that if they did serve this as a house brand, I'm like, don't do that. Don't try it. Give me, 10. If 10 High was the house brand liquor, then great, I will have that. But something like this, definitely not. So I'm gonna go 80 out of 100 for this one.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, it's not a bad score. But it's just. It just ain't doing it for me. I know it's not, but it's just not.
You would not give this as a wedding gift?
No, I would not. If they did, I probably wouldn't hear from them ever again.
Yeah, you could have gave it the grade you really wanted to give it.
Yeah. Well, that's just great. It's 80. It's just not. It's just not a.
So it's like on the border.
It's just what it is. It's more of a mixer than anything.
It's like on the border between average and good, and you could sort of make the argument that it's good, but then you could also make the argument that it's not really good.
I can see written all over his face it's not any good. What are you talking about?
No, it's just look at it. It's like I said, it's more of a mixer. They're drinking it straight. It's just not a good bourbon you want to have, hanging out with the guys and say, hey, I got some good stuff. Look, you want to pay the money, Buffalo Trace, pay Sazerac Rye.
So do you think, here's a question I want to ask. I know David's waiting patiently. Do you think that Sazerac Buffalo Trace makes a bunch of bourbon and some of it doesn't come out so well, and then instead of dumping it, they just add some vanilla flavor into it and sell it?
I think that's what they
beat the dead horse with this. We already discussed this a million
I think that's
times.
what they do.
I'll come to conclusion, yes.
I think that's what they do, yeah. Yes. Look, again,
we don't see these brands.
I'm having it right now. I got some wings. I'm cooking on the air fryer I bought the other day at the Walmart right here, and they're cooking right now. I got like 4 pieces of wings. That'll be my dinner tonight with some dipping in some with some carrots. I got some.
That sounds good.
But yeah, this is basically what it is. It's a mixer more so than anything. So if you add this to a mixer, it'll turn out well. If you're drinking this straight, I would recommend don't do that. Not at all. In terms of promos, I did the Ephes, the beer from Turkey.
Ephes, yeah.
So that's on the channel right now. I still got the Wicked Weed hazy IPA to do, and I have the Melvin. Also did the Melvin IPA where it kind of spilled all over on the floor. and I got the American Blonde Ale. So those are the last 2 beers I have review. I'll find something this week. What that is, I don't know. I'll be out there looking, shopping for beer and wine. I will look for the Clan McGregor or any blended Scotch whiskey this week for this coming Wednesday show, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. But before that, we have Super Sunday. I'll have something 10:30 Eastern, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Bring whatever beer, wine.
Now you got a question from a viewer.
So Beverage Ramble, would you prefer 10 High over that infused whiskey? Hell yeah. 10 High was a lot better. And remember, when I did 10 High, Dave and Jay, you guys started doing reviews of it, and you guys liked 10 High, if I recall, right?
I didn't dislike it. Would it be something I go track down again?
You didn't say it was the greatest thing, but you guys liked it.
I liked it. I didn't adore it, but I liked it. I thought
it was real even. I like the fact that they added vanilla to it. You could taste it, and that was to bring down the harshness. So, in that case, it turned out pretty good. So, I think
what
along
about
those lines,
I would say
that's the cheap way to go on something like that.
Ezra Brooks and Kentucky Gentleman.
Well, Ezra Brooks is straight bourbon, so you're never gonna beat a straight bourbon with these Flim Flam products.
Zachariah Harris and
I mean, you're not gonna beat a Kentucky straight bourbon with these other things. No way. No way.
Here you go, John.
Yeah, Ezra Brooks 99 is really good.
What does it say? Kentucky straight.
Straight. And when you see the word straight bourbon, that means no flavoring added, no coloring added. So you want to be on the safe side, buy that.
Just stick to straights. You're doing good. And you'll in the long run, you're saving on your wallet because you're buying some of this stuff that you're rolling dice on. Not sure if it's going to be good or not. If it's not good, it's not worth it.
75 South versus Samuel Grant. What is it?
I don't think they have a lot of Albertsons in Georgia, so you probably never had
no Albertsons, none here.
He probably never tried.
If it was, those Albertsons would not sell hard liquor. It's all beer and wine.
I think there's one Albertsons close to me, and it's in Mandeville.
Yeah, and they sell.
That's it. On to you, Dave.
I may have to go.
Cheers. And by the way, I'm having.
Now, what is just out of curiosity, what does this say on the side? Is it made in La Crosse, Wisconsin, or Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
I'll tell you. Go ahead. Let Dave talk. I'll tell you.
Good, because that'll tell me if it's City Brewing or Miller.
Jay, zip it and listen to what John said. All right, so we are doing Michael Collins. This is made by them. This is an older bottle. I picked it up. I saw the label. I was like, I was curious just by the label, looking at it. It comes in a nice green bottle. This is Irish whiskey. I don't normally get Irish whiskeys. Just about the only one I'd get and kind of keep on would be Jameson. Not that Protestant stuff. And this is double distilled in copper casks or copper kettles. And this one's got a very distinctive flavor note to me. It's almost like it's complex. I don't get complexity out of these things. That would be Irish whiskeys. It's almost gone, but there I got notes of honey, tobacco, like pipe tobacco or cigar tobacco.
Yeah.
Wood, some kind of a char. You don't normally get that with one of these whiskeys. So it's almost like it's out of it's to me it's kind of out of style, but then again it's improved the style. So it's pleasant. I like it. I'm just kind of on the fence about the style and what they did with this. part of me says, yeah, they improved it, but like I said, the only thing I have to base off of a style would be the baseline would be Jameson. Jameson is kind of like, it's like a Jack Daniels or something like that. So I'm going to give this, because I'm on the fence, I'm not sure if I'd have to try more Irish whiskeys to give this a more favorable score. Because that's just not my wheelbox. I don't really drink these things. But just off of what it is itself and the complexities I got out of it, I enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a middle of the road A. I'm gonna give it a 93. I think it's good to almost excellent. Very good to almost excellent. And if you see it anywhere, I would recommend picking it up and try it. I didn't think at $22.99. I didn't think that was, or 23, and I didn't think that was a whole lot considering what they're pricing Jameson at right now. Jameson.
I should have bought that bottle back when about 8 years.
I don't know what you would do.
I know years ago, International Market used to have that for $17.99.
Hey, look, when I was there, they had 4 bottles. When I left there, they had 2. So you'd be lucky to go find one.
I know. Wouldn't that be a shame if I went to buy it and it was gone?
Oh, well.
Are you guys aware there was a movie out named Michael Collins? Do you remember that? It was like the 90s.
Years ago. Years ago, there was a movie named Michael Collins.
Well, I know he was killed in an ambush. He was killed. He was murdered. Michael Collins was murdered, and some people think his own little gang did it. They don't think that it was enemies.
On a bicycle? Yeah. Was he a cyclist?
Anyway, the movie, I just looked it up because I heard that name and I looked it up. 1996, it came out. It was Liam Neeson.
Yes.
And I remember it was a good movie about all the Irish troubles over there and, trying to get split from Britain and stuff. But thank you, Dave, for bringing that to my attention. I don't remember seeing Michael Collins out there on the shelf, but with your recommendation, I'll give it a look-see, or I'll give it a try.
I'd say, within reason of a price, I wouldn't pay any more than $30 for this.
Yeah.
But I'd say it's a good $30 bottle to maybe 32. But I really wouldn't go beyond that. I would look for the 20, lower 20 range.
Yeah.
But it is good.
Did you notice that?
What's good about it is that I'm not getting that corn punch. I'm not getting that sweetness. I'm getting that, that real whiskey flavor that you get from Irish whiskeys. It's different than the whiskeys from the United States because the whiskeys here are at least 51% corn. And so you get a lot of this corn forward and they're not using a good corn. They're using that GMO stuff. So which is super sweet. And I mean, if you had like corn maize proper versus GMO corn where it's genetically modified to produce more of a carbohydrate, which is in the sweetness stage, you could really taste the difference. You get something where it's almost like a meaty product, and then something else that's almost like a sugar forward, where it's really starchy, sugary, and the other one's starchy, flex.
And did you notice that when I showed it on the Sazerac website, it's a different product now, what they're showing?
I noticed it was a different label, yeah. Like totally different. It's even in a clear bottle.
Wow, yeah, that's the new stuff.
They redid the entire
remarketing it or rebranding it. Yeah,
the entire. They followed it down to a clear bottle. This isn't in a clear bottle.
When the company went out of business, they obviously took it over and they redid it.
Okay.
But I'd buy both.
The company probably didn't sell them the rights to use their logos and marketing on it because maybe this isn't the only whiskey that they make. Maybe they make other whiskeys, and maybe they wanted to like pull that back. You know, sometimes companies do that. For instance, like our beloved Popeyes, when they went out of business and sold to the conglomerate that bought them, the one thing that they kept was their spice recipes.
Right.
So they
That
have
is
a
some good
contract now with Popeyes, and they sell, or they mix that season and they sell it off to the company, and they have to use their specific season blend.
Right. They developed the spices. All right. Well, folks. Oh, any promos?
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple of Sam Smiths I could show. That's about it.
Oh, like their oatmeal stout.
Yeah, I got the oatmeal stout and another one. I'm not for sure what it is. Maybe you could shed some light on it.
I know where he got that. I know where he bought that.
Well, I always get my stuff.
Okay, and then after he shows this, we'll get off the air. And I'm tired because I had to stay up late for that Knights of Columbus meeting, and they wore me out.
I'm watching the opening ceremonies right now. Yes, I'm watching.
Yeah, Olympics. Yeah.
It's probably late at night in Paris now. Everything.
Yeah, well, they aired it live on NBC. They aired it today at 12 noon, 11 Central, and right now they're replaying the opening ceremonies for those in prime time. So
okay, a replay. Okay, there it is, the famous oatmeal stout.
Oh,
yeah, I just tried this one earlier. It's better than ever. Sweet, super sweet, creamy. Just a great stout. This is made in England. It's coming at 5.0. Made in England, 5.0. There's a little story on the back of it. Some fella sitting there mixing the wort. Then I got this other one.
They put the yeast in. They let it ferment and open.
Yeah, I did notice that. This one's organic, man. The last time I had an organic beer, it tasted like cardboard.
Yeah.
Like,
I had that one. Me and my daughter tried that one. That was a really good organic ale.
Yeah, this is also coming in at 5.0% alcohol. There's also a story on the back, the same open kettle.
Yeah, the open fermentation tanks. It tastes a little earthy, if you know what I mean, with organic little health food store tasting, but
you know what? We don't need that shoved down our throats, do it. Come on. Make beer the way it's supposed to be made. Then I picked up this other little thing. Sour pickle ale.
Oh, I've had it. Oh yeah, from Texas.
Sour pickle ale, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what this is all about. I'm going to try it soon. If it's good, I'm going to go get some more.
Mathern's
on this.
Yeah, Mathern sells those pickles.
4.7. 4.7 like Miller High.
Yeah, Mathern sells those pickles.
Yeah, I see those everywhere. They're all over the place. Just about every grocery store, including Walmart, sells them. Then I found this thing.
Oh, I've been looking for that one. Huh.
Cool. I haven't seen it in my area yet. Cool little things. I have all the other little things.
Not cryo hops.
Yeah,
7.5.
7.5% alcohol. It says it's part of their limited haze series.
Okay.
Cryogenically frozen hops. Okay,
I've
great.
seen the others.
All right.
In my area.
And by the way, since we're on this subject of Sierra Nevada, Chico is on fire. Chico, California is on fire. There's wildfires all around Chico. And that's where the original distillery is in
The
Chico.
brewery, the brewery.
The brewery, I'm sorry, yes. Well, you can't start me on whiskey, Jay, and then start talking beer, man. This is going to happen every time. And you know it.
I know. All right. Well, folks, thanks for watching. It's been fun, and people brought a lot of interesting products. And so y'all take care, and see y'all Sunday morning if you're really willing to do that at Sunday morning at 10:30. And
I will be watching the Olympic Games, and Right now, there's nothing else on TV. Set that, and then after that, get ready for football season.
Right.
Next few weeks.
Right. I might go to some Tulane football games this year. All right. Y'all take care.
Bye bye, North America.